y'all, I'm Yvonne with the Vonster vlog, and I just got home from grocery shopping, so the animals are still super excited to see me. You pretend. She's like, meow. You pretended to be excited to see me. You're excited for all the new groceries. But it is about 10 p.m. I still haven't done yoga today. I still have like most of the things on my to-do list to do, but I am going to start meal prep. Much to the dismay of everyone. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's do this, you guys. We can do it. I'm gonna try to shoot for getting everything done in 2 to 3 hours. I would like to be in bed. So let's see if we can make this work. Hey y'all. It is like 2:20 in the morning. I did not manage to fit in yoga today, but I got about 30 meals prepped. So that's cool. I still have some sweet potatoes. Like, it made way more food than I had planned. By like double. When Randy was like, that's a lot of food, honey, I was like, nah, it'll be fine. Randy was right. Oops, I should have listened to him, because the fridge is chock full, the freezer's chock full. We need to deep freeze again so bad. Like, I was so spoiled. I took that deep freeze for granted hard. But yeah, I got the chicken, rice, and green bean meals prepped entirely. There were like 10 of those, sorry. I got 12 meals of the turkey taco like thing, and only 4 of the brat dinners, and then 9 of the zucchini alfredo, which first time ever making homemade alfredo sauce, and it blew my mind. It was amazingly delicious. Because I was licking the spoon. What else did I make? I don't remember. I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog. I am enjoying my second cup of coffee today. Sorry, I had to show off the decal on it. I'm still excited about these mugs. But we are so close. I think we'll be finished with Patreon tonight. It's like 8:30 right now at the time of recording. Happy Father's Day for everybody watching. If you're a dad or had a dad or might be a dad or fill in those dad roles and all that stuff. I've been pretty moody today. Father's Day is kind of rough. But I'm so full of like gratitude. Like it's rough because of like I have a knot in my throat through most of the day every year. Just thinking about how lucky I am, not just to have had the dad that I have had, but to also have, you know, Fred, my stepdad, and then, you know, Randy as another male, you know, figure in my life, and to just, I've been really blessed. And so it's great, but I miss my dads when they're not around, and, you know, just thinking about Randy and I growing old together. Like, I don't know, I get all kinds of like nostalgic and sentimental and like gushy, and then that turns into like mood swing rages. It's all good. But now you can see this pile of work behind me that we have to do today. We went and had to pick up more shipping, in the same dog. We had to pick up more shipping supplies last minute at Sam's Club, and the tripod is breaking. Little sit down with Ducky if you want to play the saxophone. But yoga today was really good. It had been like 3 days since I had done yoga, because just life happens. And so I got back to it, and it was only like a 17-minute yoga flow. It was day 14 with Adrian. Some nice like gentle hatha yoga, which was really nice. But man, I felt strong through it though. So I don't know, I'm excited about that. But no, it's been a really good day. Like I'm stressed and I'm tired, and I am very eager to get like Patreon done with, like our packages, because, and nobody's been riding, like everybody who's a patron is so like gentle and patient and kind to me. So it's not that anybody externally is giving me a hard time. It's just me wanting to hold myself to my own standards of like professionalism. And it's like, I needed to have had this done 2 weeks ago and then I didn't. And so I'm like trying to not let me make my life miserable, if that makes sense. And I love the work. It's just, I'm ready to be done and start prepping for next month, because that's usually what we start doing about this time of month, halfway through. So the Tandy leather class went amazing also, by the way, you guys. So that was great. But more work. Also the guns. I got little chicken scratches. I was hanging out with Nutmeg and the girls. And Nutmeg likes to perch on my arm, but I have to like hold it solid. It's like my holding solid muscle. Good morning, kindred spirits. Today is exciting. It's a Monday. We're getting our first wave of Patreon packages and mug shipments taken care of, and I'm glowing. Look at that. I am truly luminous today. Come on, camera. There we go. But I'm excited. It's like 1,000,000 degrees already, though. So, yay, boob set. We ran out of tape. Hey, Sam. So now we have to go to the store. Hopefully this will be the last way that we get derailed doing this month's Patreon craft crates. But we are like this close. And there is no more packaging tape in the entire house. So, Bear! Leave my kayak alone, Bear! So Randy and I have been watching old memes and good old-fashioned YouTube video, and there are 2 wasps in the window. Huh. I wonder if they're building a nest. I really hope not. They look lost and angry. Hope they stay in the window. Swiggity swooty, coming for that booty. So close. I did well enough on my Etsy sales that we were able to get a deep freeze. So thank you guys.
All the better for putting you in.
Hey everybody, I just finished day 15 of Yoga with Adriene, marking the halfway point, which that's pretty cool. To at least, well, the halfway point to being done with Yoga with Adriene. I would be sitting in my chair up out of snout level with the dogs, but upper management over here has, she's got other plans, don't she, you sweet little bean? Today was the first day that I felt like deprived, and that's because we had to go like last minute, Hazy, to get tape to finish up our Patreon packages, get everything, like we have to be able to tape the shipping labels on, but anyways, and we got a deep freeze. So that's something that the Etsy sales had gone so well. Thank you to everybody who has bought one of my logo mugs or one of my cosplay prints or one of the pieces of jewelry on there. But things went well enough that even though it wasn't originally in this month's budget, we were able to get a deep freeze to replace our old one. That we had made it through the winter without a deep freeze, but now that it's summer again, all of our freezer space was taken up by the 2 liters that we use for our rabbits. And so now I actually have enough room for all the 2 liters that I could possibly want to freeze for the rabbits, because they like lay on them whenever it's too warm, as well as all of my meal prep, as well as backup bags of ice, and just it's very luxurious. So thank you guys so much for helping us make that happen. But I just finished up. It was rigorous today. Like I had to take a break in the middle of it, like kind of like she was like, take a vinyasa or rest, and I was like, resting. And I am having cottage cheese with 100 grams of mango, and this is I don't know, it's 4% whole fat. If you're real particular about, like, you're really interested in knowing what I'm eating every meal of every day, check me out on my Fitness Pal. There will be links to my profile down below. That way we can take this journey together and kind of get ideas and stuff, because 3 weeks in now, and I weigh in 2 days, so that's exciting. Last week I had actually gained a pound, so I don't know what it's gonna look like this week. It has been another week of not taking any walks. We've been so busy, and it's been like 1,000,000 degrees, like 90 at least every day. This is mine. Sorry. But yeah, this is my first time actually having mango mixed in with cottage cheese, and it made it like a really sweet, it was fresh mango. It makes it into like a really sweet, like almost a pudding. Because this is Great Value brand cottage cheese, which is much thicker, like much more homogeneous than the Hilland or whatever were the brand that we were getting, where the curds are like floating. This one, it's like a pudding almost, so that's pretty tasty. I'm wondering if I blended it up and froze it, if it would taste kind of like a cheese gelato, cheesato. No, I don't know. But yeah, we went into Joplin to get, like, that's where the closest Sam's Club is. We went into Joplin and got a deep freeze and some tape, and as a treat for having to go out, like, because Randy drives me everywhere, I was like, well, we can get Five Guys. And my plan was, and I followed through with it, even though I really felt like I didn't want to. The plan was I was gonna get the single patty, like the little cheeseburger with no bun, like just in the bowl that they do, and it was only like 230 calories, which isn't bad. But then I had some fries, but I only had like maybe like, you know, it was a regular fry order, and so I had like a fifth of it, like a very, like, I mean, a hand portion. Like I tried to stay it, so it still came up to like 600 calories, but man, it just wasn't the same without the bun. And Five Guys is such a treat. Like, that's something that their full, like, you know, cheeseburger, the way I usually get it with the two patties, is like 800 calories, but I have never once been like, that wasn't really worth the calories. Every single time I'm like, oh my god, that's so good. Because when you compare like a Sonic cheeseburger, it's like 1,200 calories. And it's not even that good. Like, personal preference, especially compared to a Five Guys burger. Those are like my most favorite thing in the whole wide world. For eating out. Like eating out at like a restaurant, Five Guys burger. And it wasn't the same. I think and that's because I got the usual condiments, like the pickles, lettuce, tomato that I normally get on it. And so I think next time, getting it just bare patties, I'm gonna get the grilled mushrooms and onions. I think that'll be a lot more satisfying, and to try to not be quite so hungry when I go in. But I was just watching Randy eat, and he was like, I'm not stopping you from eating the fries. You can have, because he saw, like, I almost had tears in my eyes. I was like, God, I want that so bad. Like, I felt like I was being tested by the potatoes. Like, they were like, oh, we're so yummy. And I was like, I shall not eat you, potatoes. And they were like, And I was like, don't tempt me, foul beast. And then it wasn't like that at all. I was just staring at Randy with puppy eyes. Like, I was watching the fries go from the ketchup into his mouth, then watched his hand go back, and then watching it. And he was like, I'm not stopping you, honey. But I didn't overindulge, and I learned something. Because I'm usually not good at telling myself no. If I start to get that feeling that I'm like, then I'll just eat it and be like, it's okay, Vaughn, you can have it, and thus getting us where we are currently. Hey, Sam Dog. But I was always followed with the feelings of guilt and shame, and I know, right? You lick your butt. Followed with feelings of guilt and shame and all of this kind of negativity that followed up by indulging. By not indulging, I missed it for like 5 minutes. And then by the time we got out to the van to go back home, I was fine. It's like, I was able to just kind of get on. I grieved the lack of bun and moved on with my life. But all evening there has been no guilt, no association of like, no nothing. Like that's something that I didn't expect. So I feel like that gives me a little bit of ammunition for next time, whenever I feel like I need to put my foot down to get the results that I want to get in a timely enough manner. I feel like one day when I have achieved a much more healthy like weight and my lifestyle has been sustained for a while and like I feel established at where I'm at, then I may be able to open up myself to indulgences like Five Guys and like ice cream and like, you know, but nowhere near to the frequency that I had been indulging, and just keep it within the budget. It's just like I'm equating it so much, and it's helping me process so much to equate it, my calories, to a financial budget. I only have so much to spend. And if I overspend, I'm just hurting myself, which is different with the calories than with money. You know, so it's like, you know, I don't have to pay anybody back those calories because I cannot outrun the fork. If I overeat like 2,000 calories in a day, like 2,000 beyond what I should have been eating, I can't exercise that back. I'm just whittling away at the hard work that I have been investing. And so I just got to keep it within my budget and everything will be good, I think. And I'll be able to get the results that I want, hopefully, and feel confident in the decisions that I'm making and not feel like I'm just frivolously eating myself to death, which is what I feel like I have been doing for probably the past decade. Just eating whatever I want, whenever I want, for so much, you know, so much. There were days whenever it was, I really would put away about 4,000 to 5,000 calories, which is surprisingly easy whenever, you know, I've always been able to eat really big portions ever since I was a kid. And if you eat like fast food, especially when we're on the road traveling, fast food 3 times a day, it's pretty easy to hit 4,000 to 5,000 calories if you're not paying attention. If you get, you know, fries and a double patty cheeseburger and a milkshake, there you go. Do that 3 times a day and you'll be, you know, I'll have gotten to the weight that I am. And I feel very fortunate that I didn't get bigger than what I am and have more associated health risks, that I don't have like knee and ankle problems, at least not to a point that's stopping me from being mobile yet. Come on, camera, let's focus. You know, things could have gone a lot more difficult, you know, things could have been a lot more difficult for me, and I feel very fortunate. Oh, my little kitty's snoring. I feel really fortunate that everything is the way that it is. Like, I'm very happy, but I also know that progress can be made, and I'm very excited to make more progress. So I'm gonna log off and eat my, what did I call it? Cheesato. It's like gelato, but I don't know. But I don't know. I'm gonna do a little bit of research and see if there aren't some recipes out there, because this is quite tasty. But I will see y'all in my next post. I keep thinking to myself that I should get a standing desk because, you know, it'll be healthy and like all this other stuff, but I have to confess my real motivator. See that cat in my chair? I need a standing desk because I'm standing all the time anyways. I can't usurp her. Look at the little face. Look at the little face. Oh, I love my kitty. Get out of my chair. Boop. Okay, so lighting's not the best, but I just finished 30 minutes of mowing. The yard isn't done yet, but I got a little bit of exercise in, and hopefully it'll rain tomorrow. And I am going to empty the wheelbarrow of the yard clippings for the chickens to go through. And I thought I'd share with y'all some lovely lightning bug activity. Also, something bit me. Like, I think I'm allergic to the tree I ran into, or it had bugs on it. I'm all itchy, so I'm gonna, I love nature. I'm just so allergic. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with hopefully some really nice firefly activity. So there you go. I'll be right back. So I hope they put on a good show for you. I like the fireflies out here, and there's a beautiful sunset over yonder. And it's just a super peaceful evening. Might catch some more. There's the fairy garden, which looks way better in the dark. Man, I am itchy. I weigh in tomorrow morning. Maybe the camera will focus. I don't know. I'll stand off here to the side. I weigh in tomorrow morning, and we'll see how this week's progress has gone. Oh, I almost caught a firefly. But I think it's been another really great week, you guys. I'm biting my foot. Apparently I'm highly edible this evening. So there's that side of the garden. There's the camera gone blurry. There's that side of the garden. Again, just more little fireflies. Super peaceful. They like to hug up around the house. There's the tripod speaking. But yeah. So I'll stand over here. I can't even anticipate how I will have done this week. I feel like I've done pretty well, though there were like 3 days that I went significantly over my calorie budget. Now that, granted, that was my calorie budget before any additional exercise, but I like to stay within budget before, the additional exercise. So I really feel like, I hope they're going on behind me, because they're beautiful. Every time I turn around, there's more going on the other side. But on that note, I will see y'all in the morning. Wow. Okay. Good morning, you guys. I weighed in at 223.2 this morning, so that is a total of just about 8 pounds down in 3 weeks, which I feel like is a pretty decent result. Like, I'm stoked. Like, I'm trying to play it cool, but oh yeah, that's pretty good. But I know it's not all about the scale, but I have a relatively decent amount of muscle mass already, so while I feel like I'm toning up my muscles, I do feel like I have a lot of adipose tissue, or just fat, to subcutaneous lipids. Is that a word for it? I have a lot of fat to burn off. I really, really do. So I'm really excited to see that. Who would have thought that just eating less and exercising more would have worked? This has been a really cool week. Like, it's been super busy, I'm not gonna lie. Super busy. We finally got Patreon and the mugs all taken care of, just 2 weeks behind schedule. But with everything kind of in track now, I'm already gearing up for next month's Patreon packages. I've got some cabochons baked and cooling and getting ready to be domed with resin. I'm shooting more tutorials. Like, everything's going really well. I didn't do yoga as much this week as I should have. Like, I only did yoga like 3 days. But I danced a bit. I had fun with my poi. I got some grass mowing in. Like 30 minutes of that. Man. Been drinking tons of water. Did lots of meal prep. So that's cool. I actually have some chicken zouk Fredo. Al Zuko. Cooling in the kitchen. It just popped out of the microwave. But, I'm really excited, you guys. Like, we're doing this. It's adopting the approach of excuses are just obstacles has completely changed my mindset of, like, yeah, but nope, yeah, but what? How are we gonna figure out our way to get through this? Because I really feel like together we can do anything. Y'all are such a, like, creative and just group of people that it's like, if anybody can figure a way through this, we can. So thank you guys so much for all of your advice and everything. Like, I'm so excited. And on to week 4. I guess let's just keep doing this, see what happens. On that note, I would like to thank everybody who has been commenting and watching and thumbs upping and sending me messages and everything. Like, thank you guys so much. Thanks everybody who has joined me over on my Fitness Pal. Definitely keeps me in the right headspace to see what you guys are up to. And then also, if you are interested in more content like this, please subscribe and all that good stuff. Yeah. So again though, I'm just like, man, what a week.